coffee time. My dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's listen to
So
some
good morning
jazz and
everyone,
rhyme.
it's the day of the first
And have a
semi-final.
cup of
Magic words I'm pronouncing now, and a day we've been looking forward to for a long year. I'm joined for this daily coffee by Brendan McCann. To my right side.
Say it again.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello. I didn't hear that. What did you say initially?
Yeah, because you were up until really late last night, dude.
I was there for the Israeli party, which was really good vibe. Hovey Star performed, but also Rika and Zoe. And Zoe got one of the biggest reactions ever, as she's been getting in Amsterdam and London. Everywhere she goes, the crowds just go crazy for her.
So Brendan definitely needs his coffee. How are you doing this morning, Steef van Gorkum?
Well, no coffee for me, because besides caffeine, there's something else that you need to survive 2 weeks of Eurovision without getting really sick, and that's vitamins. So for me, it's daily fruit today.
Yeah, we took a couple of apples and oranges and stuff like that because at the press center this year, and that's pretty unique. There's no free fruit.
No, there's just coffee, and but yeah, no apples. The way you and Spence was mentioning this as well in the Daily Show earlier this week.
Really calm.
Yeah, as he usually is.
So tonight we see the first semi-final. We see the envelopes. We know the real qualifiers. Last night it was the jury show. Which country stood out for you, Brendan?
Regardless of anything, I think Armenia is the biggest wow of the first semi-final. Russia, everyone expected to do well, but Armenia just came out and gave one of the most breathtaking performances of this year's event, I believe.
What do you think, Steef?
Yeah, Armenia is, of course, one of the countries that surprises the most during all of those rehearsals. I thought Douwe Bob from the Netherlands was vocally very good and a very jury-friendly entry in that sense. And what was interesting was that, for example, Croatia was much better yesterday than it has been all week. Of course, she's been going up and down all the way through all the betting lists. She was one of the top favorites when the song was just released. And then earlier this week, people saw her as a non-qualifier because of the bad rehearsals. Yesterday, she was quite good. I think she might be at least in the top 10 with juries.
Televoters?
Difficult to say because it's a Celtic song, and lots of countries in Europe do not really have that tradition. Even the ones that are traditionally close to Croatia on music traditions, like, for example, in this semi-final, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Austria. But there's just countries like Ireland who have this real Celtic tradition. They might vote for it. They sent a similar song like that to Junior Eurovision, but found out that a lot of countries more towards Russia do not have this tradition and tend not to vote for that.
Tomorrow we have Daniel Gold from Sofabed as a guest in our talk show, in the EC Daily Show, in the Euro Fan Cafe. And he always has this theory. Out of the last 6 songs, always, since we have this system, Brandon, of 2 semi-finals, always 4 out of the 6 last countries, at least, will qualify. Do you think this record might be broken this year? With Azerbaijan and Estonia not doing so well?
I think it probably will be broken. I do still see Azerbaijan, even though vocally it's one of the worst I don't think we've ever seen in this contest, it will still qualify because...
So why do you think that? Because these are hard words you speak, and many people, we all hear the same, but still many people think it could still qualify. Why is that?
In terms of the performance, it looks good. And she looks amazing on stage. She still can command a stage. If we're going to think a little bit outside, I don't think anyone wants to be on the bad side of Azerbaijan, especially voting-wise. But let's pretend this contest is fair and happy. Azerbaijan's still a pretty decent performer.
It's also hard to imagine a Eurovision final without the likes of Azerbaijan and Greece, Steef.
2 countries with a 100% track record. As far as Azerbaijan is concerned, I think they have everything it takes to be in the final except for the voice. So she looks good, they have good visuals, which they improved over the week of these rehearsals. They have a good song, but I still think juries will have punished her yesterday, and how harshly they will have punished her will determine whether they will make it to the final or not. As far as Greece is concerned, I don't think they're good enough, and the running order draw doesn't help them either, so in my opinion, they have an even less of a chance to qualify. But it would be good for the contest if, in a way, if we don't have both of them in the final, if these records get broken, if the contest becomes even more unpredictable than it already is.
We also saw something else, which was new. 3 out of the 6 direct qualifiers for the final also got to perform in front of the juries, but tonight they will not give a full performance, right?
I think the way I understand it is that they will take excerpts from yesterday's performance, mix them all together to give the audience, because last year they showed video clips, right? But people didn't recognize that because they might recognize the song, but not the video clips. They want to see the actual performance, which they're also going to give in the grand final. And that's why they rehearsed yesterday night, and they will show those clips tonight in the actual show as well.
Yeah, and Serhat got his head back, so we're up and ready to go for tonight, right? Can you explain what I'm talking about for the people who haven't seen the show?
I don't know. No,
He threw his head in the audience, and someone
Yes,
kept it, but way at the end, they indeed gave it back to the stage director.
Well, that will keep Serhat happy at least. I like the idea of him throwing his hat in, but make sure you have at least some sort of string tied onto it to get it back. If
He
that's
probably doesn't need a bag up after tonight.
No, definitely. Hopefully not, anyways.
It was also to wrap it up because this was so funny. You always have the fake voting, the fake envelope ceremony at the end. And Samarina qualified last night.
Even
and
Serhat
what was his reaction?
Even Serhat thought that was funny, and he was laughing out loud in the green room, and it made us all have a big laugh at the press center. It's an entry that brings people smiles. I mean, people are laughing about this, but it's of course not an entry that deserves to be in the Eurovision final.
So we'll see how it goes. Perhaps a really surprising qualifier from San Marino. I think not, but we will talk about it tomorrow morning. Thank you.